Prince Harry's claim the royal family have shown no willingness to reconcile has been slammed by a well-placed royal insider. The Duke of Sussex made the claim in a trailer for an interview with ITV's Tom Bradby as he promotes his upcoming tell-all memoir, Spare. He also repeated accusations against Buckingham Palace aides who he accused of placing negative stories in the media about him and his wife, Meghan Markle. One insider said Harry's assertion that the family didn't want to make good was complete and unadulterated nonsense. They added, it takes some audacity to say that when his father invited him to stay at his house when in the UK, invited him to spend Christmas with the rest of the family, and continued to make public statements of support. It's outrageous. Harry and Meghan were always welcome to spend Christmas with the royal family, despite what Harry said about King Charles and William in the Netflix docuseries. On 2 occasions last year, in a bid to improve relations, Charles asked Harry and his family to visit his Highgrove home in Gloucestershire, and just weeks before the Queen's passing, reiterated his invitation for the Sussexes and their 2 children to visit him in Scotland when on holiday. Harry tells Anderson Cooper that he wants William and Charles back in his life. Is he seriously living in an alternate reality? So the first in Harry's fresh attacks on his family see him constantly whine about not being protected. Anderson asks him about the criticism, and Harry all but skirts around it and blames the media. Harry is living in a state of delusion. He claims that ignoring him is a betrayal. What did he expect? That Charles and William were going to forget everything that was said in the tell-alls? Sorry, but the King and the Prince of Wales aren't that stupid. Charles and William will never trust Harry while Meghan is still in the picture. It's become clear in recent years that Harry has become quite broken during his time in America. He looks miserable. Remember that footage where Meghan tried to hold Harry's hand at the UN, and he was having none of it, but she pulled his hand into her lap and had to ensure it stayed there. The royal grift made an interesting observation when she broke down the 60 Minutes promo. She believes everything Anderson and Harry discuss is pre-approved, just like the Oprah interview, of course. They can claim that the sit-down with Oprah wasn't thought out, but it clearly was, as Lady O didn't challenge them once on any of their claims. Every interview they give doesn't introduce anything new, it's just rehashing things that have been said 100 times already. Everyone knows that Harry isn't so bright. Whether it ever crossed his mind if he thought Meghan leaked stories to the press. Of course, anyone with half a brain knows she leaked information to the press. In his Sussex memoir, Revenge, Tom Bower mentions that Meghan was pissed when the Vanity Fair article came out, and her charity work wasn't cited. Bower says that she was given specific instructions not to mention Harry or the royals. But of course, she did it anyway, and look at what happened. The one thing that got me was when she told Sam Kashner, "We're a couple, we're in love." Then we get Sam Kashner just days before Revenge is released, trying to counteract what he told Tom Bower. Bower was quick to issue a response where he said he verified everything with him before he even put his fingers to his keyboard. Meghan will never own up to leaking stories. Shalon Lester has said countless times that US Weekly and Star magazine could never get real scoops on the royals until Markle came on the scene, where it became a leaky ship.